and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Natasha Kirchuk here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. Former Defense Minister Binyamin Ben Eliezer has died. The former Labour Party leader and presidential candidate was fondly known as Fuad, and he passed away yesterday at the age of 80 due to complications from dialysis treatment. Ben Eliezer had a storied career as a military commander, politician, and peace negotiator in Israel, and was known for being the first Israeli minister to meet with Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat in 1994. Fuad even had a supposedly convivial relationship with Egyptian leader Hosni Mubarak, and he was regarded as a fearless fighter who led Israeli troops in several wars. The former defense minister was part of the Labour Party for almost all of his political life and long advocated for reaching a deal with the Palestinians. He steered the country during the Second Intifada from 2001 to 2003 and engineered Operation Defensive Shield to crush Palestinian terrorism in the West Bank. Palestinian officials have rejected a U.S. proposal for a trilateral peace summit with Israel, according to the Jordanian newspaper Al-Ghad. The United States is pushing for a trilateral peace summit with Israel and the Palestinian Authority and has invited both Israel and the PA to resume the diplomatic peace negotiations without any conditions. According to the report, the Palestinian Authority refused the offer, while Israel accepted it. The Palestinian leadership reportedly set two preconditions: Israel freeing Palestinian political prisoners and freezing settlement construction. Israeli officials say they're willing to hold talks but rebuff any Palestinian demand for preconditions. The latest report follows a statement by Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who said last week that Russian President Vladimir Putin was willing to host Israeli and Palestinian leaders for direct talks. It was reported in July that Egypt itself was seeking to host a trilateral meeting in Cairo and that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had agreed. A short story written by an Ethiopian author has been added to the core curriculum of junior high schools and high schools throughout Israel. It's the first time the Ministry of Education has added a story written by an Ethiopian author to school literature, as part of a set of education reforms recommended by the Biton Committee. The book, called A Dream at the Price of Honor by Jirma Mengitsu, tells the drama of the tough journey Ethiopian Jews faced to get to Israel, and the difficulties they faced in the process of absorption in the Jewish state. Minister of Education Naftali Bennett is calling the book a wonderful description of the vast Zionist journey our Ethiopian brothers have endured on their way to Israel. The education minister says that from this day, all Israeli students will learn about the incredible journey Ethiopians undertook and the difficulties they had to deal with during absorption. Israel will soon begin exporting medical marijuana abroad. This comes weeks after the government approved measures to make medical cannabis more easily accessible to patients in Israel. Agriculture Minister Uri Ariel told Israeli radio over the weekend that in 2 years Israel will have procedures in place that will allow farmers to grow cannabis, and that he intends to improve the request for exporting the Israeli-grown medical marijuana. The government in June approved a plan to ease restrictions on growing medical marijuana and make it more readily available to over 23,000 patients in Israel. According to the legislation proposed by Health Minister Yaakov Litzman, there will be no limit on the number of approved growers. More doctors will be approved to issue prescriptions, and cannabis will be available in local pharmacies. That's all for now. I'm Natasha Kirchuk, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.